Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I am doing the Lady Deathstrike unlock and gameplay. Now you may be wondering, like, wait, hold on, is Lady Deathstrike even in the game? And the answer is yes. In the most ridiculous, absurd way possible, they've released her, just like they did with Moondragon, and they did it with another character before that. It's a very, very silly release method, where essentially you've got to pay 900 cores for 10 shards of Lady Deathstrike. And before you get too excited, 900 cores get you 1/10 of the way. So you need 9,000 cores to unlock Lady Deathstrike. Just so there's no mistake here, that's $100, over $100 worth of cores. So I did that, and you may be wondering, well, wait, Philosopher, why did you do it? And the answer is people were bugging me to do it to make a video. And I'm like, well, at least now I can control when I do it. So it'll be a night when my family doesn't need me. And I didn't even realize when I agreed to do this what the cost was going to be. Because you know what? I'm low on gold right now due to this teal gear that I've been buying. And so I actually had to spend a fortune to get the gold needed to bring this character up. For the first time in this game, not the first time in this game, but in the first time in a long time, first time since I was racing in DD4, I am experiencing very significant bottlenecks here in the game. And this is something that's ridiculous, and please do not do this at home. Lady Deathstrike is going to be available a different method. The blog is out today. Okay, and just so it's clear, there's going to be this milestone that's going to come out soon, where you're going to be able to blitz an arena and raid. You'll probably get a whatever. If you really go hard at it, you'll probably get a 4-star. Lady Deathstrike, which apparently is worth over $200 in Scopely next bucks. There's also going to be a bunch of other stuff you can get, like these silver phase bits, where that'll get you a super costume of like, Venom as a pharaoh or whatever. I do like the fact that they're making it so that the people who whale out, and I'm sure anyone racing in DD5 is going to have to whale out on all the teal gear you get from this event. But they're making it so that the whales end up with this silly costume of the pharaoh, and then the rest of the people can just spend their candy that they get from this event on Lady Deathstrike. And I think that's great. They need to move this game much more focused on costumes for the whales as opposed to gameplay. In other words, it should be like the characters need to be cheaper and more accessible in this game, and they can just make cosmetics the thing that the whales get. I think that would be better for this game. So please don't do this at home. I'm only doing this for this silly video. But since I spent the money and the time, and by the way, I will just say, if you're an old person like me, you know what I'm talking about when I say that the sponsor of this video is Bad Idea Jeans, okay? Because this is a bad idea, about as bad of an idea as I've had in this game. Let's go check her out, because boy, this is some expensive video right here. So you guys are getting your money's worth, or not money's worth. Okay, she looks kind of cool. All right, let's check this out. 3 yellow stars, no red. She is unlocked. Crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, look at that. She's got like a little, wow, that's kind of cool. I mean, the animations are always really cool. The character models are always cool in this game. They do a nice job with that stuff. All right, so thanks to all of that insanity, we do have enough gold down the drain. There we go. We now have a level 85 Lady Deathstrike. Power level 4,000. Let's start equipping gear. So she's at tier 1. Now she's going to be at now she's getting tier 1, or she's going to tier 2. And now we're equipping tier 3. Tier 4. Tier 5. Tier 6, Tier 7, Tier 8, tier 9. Now, usually what I do with characters before I did content creation is I would get them to level 60 and I'd get them to like tier 10, and then I would bring all the abilities to 6664 just so I didn't have any chance of mistakenly putting a T4 on a character. All right, so now let's do tier 11. This used to be where I would keep a lot of characters at tier 11 back in the day. Tier 12. All right, we've got tier 13, tier 14, and you're telling me I do not have enough adamantium to take her to tier 15. Unbelievable. Well, you're going to see gear tier 14 today. I guess this is a mini bottleneck that they've created, so apparently... You can't have, because your Wolverine was just cost me a lot of adamantium, and I guess I needed to get it for Lady Deathstrike. All right, we're going to do gear tier 14 here. Are any of these purple gear? I'm not going to put on half a tier here. I don't see any point in that. Nope. All right, let's get started on the abilities. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's talk T4s. So... all right. I guess, one thing I could do, I'm getting people asking me, I could open a jillion orbs to get the adamantium. I suppose I could. I got like 1,100 orbs. So, yes, we could do it if you really want to see it. We could do the adamantium, but I really don't want people to, in this video, waste a lot of time on this. So, what I'm going to do is just tell you while I do this and see if we get lucky enough to get a few adamantium here, that... I'm going to make T4 recommendations, and we're going to try to puzzle through together the ISO here, and then we're going to get right to gameplay. And, oh, I got 5. Is that enough? That probably is. Is that enough? Wait. She's not towards the top of my roster, you might say. No, we need 25. Okay. Well, whoever remembered that I've got a jillion orbs in my chat, kudos to you, because you're right. I probably could get some adamantium this way. So anyways, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on T4s. I'm also going to give you guys some thought. We're going to puzzle through the ISO together. These are not hard and fast recommendations. And I get people coming to my Discord every day saying, hey, what's the ISO for Weapon X team? What are the most essential T4s for the Weapon X team? I haven't even played the entire team, so I really have no idea, guys. And I guess all I would just say is take my initial comments with a grain of salt. I'm not somebody, I know there's content creators, even before these characters come out who rush out infographics. That's just not my thing. I would rather have a chance to test the team first to get a sense of how the team performs. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So here I'm continuing to open some orbs here, trying to see if we can, get enough to, get this done. Let's see. We only got one more of these. I got very lucky in the beginning, and now I'm wasting time on this video by me opening these orbs. Just so you know, if you are watching this video, I tried very hard to have everything ready so that we wouldn't have to do this. I got all the ISO prepared. I got everything ready to go so we wouldn't have to be in this situation. So I'll tell you what, I'll open till we get to 800, and if we're not there, we're just going to roll with what we have because I don't want to waste people's time. I really try when I make these videos to be very succinct and to the point so that people's time isn't wasted, because I know there have been times where I was watching people's videos and I was in your shoes, and I'd watch the video and I'm like, why are you jabbering on about some random subject, or why are you wasting my time with this? So let's just get right to it. All right, I did get some adamantium there. But one thing I will just say is, this is a stark reminder in this game that there we go. I think we're where we need to be now, right? 23 should be more than enough. I'll do a little more just in case here, but I think that's what we needed. All right, so let's see. All right, I think we're good. Let's just check out. I think 23 gets us what we need. Nope, we needed 2 more. All right, let's at this stage I might as well go forward with it and open these because, come on. We need only a couple more. It just seems silly to not just roll with it here. Let's see. 1 more. But it just shows you what these bottlenecks are. I mean, I buy these in the supply shop, and I just did not realize that I was that low after Wolverine. There we go. There's the second one. All right, let's do this. There she is. Gear tier 15. We did it. We did it. After all that. All right. Only 63K. Obviously, we're not bringing her up at this point to gear tier 16. I do have quite a bit of teal gear, but I'm not doing that at this time. Okay. Obviously, I'm missing some of those. All right, let's go through these T4s. As I said, these recommendations are preliminary. These are my thoughts. So now here, lower resistance by 50% for all enemies with bleed. I think that's really powerful on this team because Sabretooth and Wolverine are putting a lot of bleed out there. So to me, that alone makes this something that I really want to do. Very interesting. She, of course, also applies bleed on her special and her ultimate. Is kind of the thing on this team. So essentially lower enemy resistance by 50%. And then on dropping below 60% health gain 2 evade. And, okay, that's a no-brainer. This one, to me, is a no-brainer. You got to do. All right, let's go to this one. So this applies 2 bleed to each target, and it's a bleed. So, all right, so this is this rebound chain, which rebound chain means you're going back and forth. So let's say there's 2 characters. You'll go back and forth between those 2 characters over and over. This gets you essentially additional attack. So an additional 280% piercing. But then in addition to that, and adds another defense down. But in addition to that, the reason that I'm going to do this T4 is because this is a bleed ability. And not only is it applying, instead of 1 bleed, it applies 2. But you actually have something in the game is you have a higher multiplier, a damage multiplier on your bleeds if you have a T4. It looks at whether you have if you're a T3 or a T4. In terms of the multiplier. So to me, that's an easy one because that's a bleed ability, even though this is a long cooldown. This is your turn 1 ability. Also, this is applying a bleed, so that's a no-brainer for me because it increases damage so much. So it's 40% piercing and primary adjacent, and then essentially 6 bleed, and then it's increasing the damage multiplier. So we're doing that. Transfer 1 deflect. Okay. Plus 40 piercing. Well, it applies defense down, which is kind of nice. The thing is, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to msf.gg, and great website. And this you can see. This is called the assist counter info. This is the ISO attack. So now let's see. So this gaining of the defense down on targets with bleed is also on the counter on the ISO attack and the assist counters. I'll probably do it, okay, but it's a questionable one. And so then that really leads me to what do you do with ISO on this team? And people have been asking me. So let's look. So if you look at damage, she's the highest damage in the team. Omega Red is a little behind. Omega Red, though, has a better ISO attack because he steals 10% health from the target and redistributes it to himself. That's very powerful. Very powerful. So he's going to be a striker. And so the question is, do you have her as a striker? Because I think you're going to have, let's say, Wolverine maybe as a raider. You're going to have, you probably can have Sabretooth as like a raider or a skirmisher. You're going to have, I have Silver Samurai as a skirmisher. So do you have one striker or two strikers? I don't know. I'm going to go with, for now, I'm going to try her as a striker. All right, well, I think that's what I'm going to do. The good news is I did count out my ISO in advance. I think she's going to end up either, I think she's either going to be like a striker or a raider. And I'm just not sure which at this point. So, but I'm going to do striker for now. All right, and then we're going to do this. It definitely helps a little bit dealing with our low star character here to have this on her at least. Yeah, this is a tough call. I'm not sure about this yet. This is the sort of thing you really should not be doing at home. This is the sort of gamble I can make because, frankly, we've been rating 2.3. Usually we're either doing 100% or close to it. So I've got a lot of the blue ion orbs. All right, so there's our team. Let's check out the team, see how it does. I'm going to start in Blitz. We'll do this there and do our Weapon X team. And then I think the question is just who else do you have on the team? Obviously, it's going to be a Mega Red eventually, but today's not that day, right? That will happen, just not today. We can try Sinister. Oh, let's see here. Oops, I got to take out my thing here. So here's my team here. Let me just go back here and show you. So here's what the team looks like right now. I got Silver Samurai at 5 reds. I've got Sabretooth and Wolverine at 7 yellows. I got Wolverine 6 reds, Sabretooth at 5 reds. Lady Deathstrike just at the 3 yellows. So she's obviously small. So we're going to go, like I said, we're going to go to Blitz. And let's try out this team. And so we'll do that. And the question is, who else do we put with this team? My guess is we can try Sinister. We could try Emma, character like that, maybe. I don't think Sinister adds much to this team, but let's try it out. This is 8.3, so this is a 120 something 6 punch up. I guess here, let's see if there's a better team to fight. AIM would actually be a tough matchup because this team has no way to cleanse its debuffs. Let's just have fun with this team for now. And then we have the sim is off. All right, so let's just try it out. Okay. So, all right, we're going to get this over to 1x speed so you can see the animations. All right, primary and adjacent targets. So, and this reduces speed bar. So that's pretty nice. And on kill, this has kind of got like that yellow jacket thing where on kill it repeats it. So let's try this. All right, that looks very nasty. Oh, good. Chop Chop from Samurai, Silver Samurai. I like that guy. I get a kick out of the character. I think he's definitely got a lulz factor. I like how he uses his katana, just chop everyone to pieces, with that super attack. All right, well, I think this team is pretty good at inflicting bleeds. That's my takeaway. Okay. All right, super duper. I think their resistance is lowered by 50%. I don't know. Oh, wow. Well, Iron Man is going to shoot out some fireworks or whatever he does. Uh-oh. Now, see, the only guy who's actually doing some damage is they got a teal gear Wolverine there. Uh-oh. He's taking it out on Silver Samurai. Oh, wow. Let's clone another Wolverine. So we've got a 5-person team here. And then we got to do this to build up our charges. Although, frankly, I should just do his sort of chop move, right? His ultimate, which is my favorite thing about the character. I admit that. Okay, I forgot there's multiple Wolverines. I was like, what happened? Why was my other Wolverine going? Okay. Oh, no, this is, there you go. This is exciting finisher move. I don't know. Her animations are kind of disappointing. One thing that's interesting, and this is somebody in my chat is noting this, Days here is noticing that Lady Deathstrike's supposed to give resistance to bleed, and he's saying it isn't working. Wouldn't shock me if there's a bug, because we're talking about Scopal next here. Okay, so everything is buggy. So does she, in fact, supposedly give resistance to bleed? Lower resistance for all enemies with bleed. No, they gain resistance against bleed in war. So we're not in war yet. I suppose we could do that, but we'll do that. We'll actually, yeah, let's try that out. Hold on. Hold up. We'll try this team out in a war practice mode. See how it does there. All right. Takes a minute. Practice mode isn't very speedy. That's what I would say on that. All right, here. All right, let's... All right, I got him loaded up in practice mode versus a Marauders team. I thought that would be kind of fun. Let's try it here. And let's see what we got. All right, so we'll do our Weapon X team. And then we'll do Sinister just for fun so we can see if we can clone again. Right, clone their Sabretooth or whatever, just for fun and whatever. But this will give them the war buffs, which I think will be kind of fun. So we got a perfect punch across here. Let's try it out. This is war practice mode. So we'll try it out there. All right. All right, let's try it. So now you see we're ready to get the full chop thing from Silver Samurai. Okay, a lot of bleeds are going out here. That's good. See, now we get the resistance to bleed. Although it looks like he got bleed anyways, but we're supposed to get a ton of resistance to bleed. All right, we're going to go over here. Wow. All right, that's nice. Oh, the ability block goes out first. All right, they're really loaded up with bleeds because they don't have Lady Deathstrike. I guess we're getting Strife, which is fine. You can put the... All right, are we ready to chop? He's only got 3 charges. So we'll do this instead. All right, the claws are coming out there. Wow. Okay. That seemed very powerful. Okay, we got the ability block out. All right, ready? We're going to do the chop thing here. Chop. Chop. And that was the end of that. Silver Samurai, very powerful character. I do like that piece of what he does. All right, well, I guess he did pretty well. Let me pick another team here from our flight deck or wherever, just some random team to try. Interesting. I thought Sinister was kind of fun to use because he's sort of like a member of this team. All right, let's see how they do. Let's see how they do against Black Order. I'm going to guess they're going to get rolled. That's my prediction. My prediction is they're going to get rolled. But who knows? As I've explained before, practice mode can be deceiving. That the character strengths are not what they were. I think with this one, we're going to need to get a little help here. I don't think Sinister is going to get the job done. We'll try Emma for this one. All right, because I think they really could use the cleanse and the buff removal. Let's see if do I have Emma Frost? There she is. All right, this is a slight punch down, but 722 against 697. Let's just have fun with it and see. We'll see how it does. I don't know. I don't know how they'll do. Okay, well, at least they don't get any of the bleeds. We do have the offense down coming out. All right, let's see. Do they have certainly applied their bleeds. Okay. Okay. And they got to resist because Cole's got a lot of resistance. Wow, they definitely are tearing through this. All right, let's see how she does there. Okay, wow, she killed Corvus and did quite a number there. Huh. All right, let's see. Now the slows out. All right, we'll do this here just to get the charges up and all that. All right, trying to get Cole down. Yes, this is so far actually seeming like quite an easy fight, actually, which is great. All right, so we get the buffs off. This is obviously a big part of what's going to happen here. I mean, an argument could be made that this is partially Emma's victory. All right. I'm a little disappointed that Silver Samurai. All right, so she's got her own little Lady Deathstrike move. Let's try it here. Okay, that looks very powerful. Cool. Neat. Oh, wow. Well, Thanos is dead. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty convincing, let's do the chop, chop thing. Chop, chop, chop. There we go. And that's the end of that. I do like Silver Samurai. I like the katana. Okay. Well, I guess that was easy. All right, let's try Heroes for Hire. All right, let's see how they do without. This is without Omega Red, obviously. I think they're going to get rolled by Heroes for Hire, would be my guess. But let's see. All right, we're trying 754. All right, let's try Weapon X here. Let's see how this goes. I assume this is not going to go very well. Well, let's do Emma. Just because I think she has some synergy with the team. They're going to... All right, let's see. This is a slight punch up 30K, so 722 to 754. Let's see how it goes. Uh-oh. So part of the problem here is that Lady Deathstrike is the lowest health, and she's got like three stars. So that's the problem here. But wow, they are tearing through Shang-Chi. All right, that's good. That's good for the team. Yeah, but look at that. No sustain at all. Oh. Yeah, they desperately need a Mega Red here. Yeah, this team's absolutely decimated. This is not even a contest. We'll just see how this looks so you can kind of see what they're doing, but this is a pretty much complete destruction. Okay. All right, so what am I gleaning from this? What do I think? I think this character is very interesting. I think the character is... going to be an important part of the Weapon X team. I think she very well may be the second most important member of the team. She's certainly the highest damage other than Omega Red. You know, you would expect the 3 new characters to be the strongest ones. But I'm not really sure I'm sold in terms of the team without Omega Red. So if you're not going to unlock Omega Red this time, I think it's a good team. I think they're good enough to just steamroll Black Order. So there's that. But even in war without Omega Red, they're not nearly as special. They certainly aren't going to challenge Heroes for Hire. So to me, this team as a Heroes for Hire counter only exists if you have the Legendary. I am interested to see, and I don't really think it makes sense at 3 stars to bother testing 3 yellow, that I think she will have some use in the tech nodes of the Doom Raid. And guys, that's simply because there's just not a lot of great choices. When I raid tech, there's kind of like the 3 good characters, Kestrel, Doom, and Doc Ock in that order. And then everyone else I regard as a sacrificial lamb that I just toss in there and they die very quickly. I mean, they just stay alive for as long as possible to keep these 3 going. And I think Lady Deathstrike will eventually be good enough to, at the very least, be one of the crew, one of the sacrificial lambs that I toss in there. But hopefully, because her damage is so high, she will be good enough to be one of my starting 4. You know, she may be the 4th best character or 5th. You know, she'll be kind of a starting character, and she'll stay in there as long as she can. I don't see her as like a game changer, but who knows? I think that remains to be seen, and I will be testing that out once we get the red stars and once I get a decent amount of yellows on her, because I don't think it makes any sense to compare a 3 yellow star character here to, you know, characters that have, you know, 7 yellow stars and so on. All right, guys, if you like this video or you just feel bad for me, probably no one feels bad for me, but if you got some lulls out of my suffering, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. You can also leave your comments or heckling below. You can go to my Discord if you want to do more of that there. Or you can check out my Twitch stream, and that is linked below as well.